Hi, I'm Kwame from Kenya, and my team is joining me behind me.
Hi, I'm Kari from Vietnam.
Hi, I'm Mahmoud from Israel.
Hey, I'm Rex from Russia.
And this is EMIS Capital Management team!
In order to create the best portfolio, we have to know our client's interests. Ladi is more than just an investor, he's a community builder. By 2040, his goal is to invest 50,000 into a youth center in Nigeria, support economic growth, and create a lasting impact on people's lives. So here's Ladi's plan. In phase 1, he wants to build at least 5 housing units. Phase 2, he wants to develop a signature storefront and youth training center. And by phase 3, he wants to expand it into a larger multi-use hub. We have come to this conclusion not just based on the information that the competition gave us, but also by endless research on Ladi's social media. So now after understanding our client Ladi, we come to our investment strategy. Our investment approach prioritizes 1. Sustainable growth, 2. Social responsibility, and 3. Local entrepreneurship. By empowering Nigerian youth and foster financial inclusion, we aim to create a positive social impact while still generating strong financial returns. As an old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. In real life, investors also manage the capital into different buckets for low risk and more opportunities. That is why instead of relying on a single investment approach, we decided to divide our portfolio into 3 carefully structured buckets. First one is the rotational bucket, which will rotate and adapt based on the market trends. Second is the DGI bucket, which stands for the dividend growth investing, provides us with stability and passive income by dividend. And lastly, the LGA bucket, long-term growth and African impact, focuses on high-impact investments that empower Nigerian youth and support local entrepreneurs. Our first bucket, the rotational bucket, is powered by machine learning. This allows us to shift investments based on the market conditions. This ensures that Ladi can maximize returns without spending valuable time on portfolio rebalancing.
This bucket includes 3 key ETFs. First, there's the QQQ iShares, and then we have the TLT Treasury Bond, 20 years, and we also have the SPDR Gold Shares.
Our first rotational strategy 1, focuses on 3 ETFs and utilizes machine learning to analyze market trends and select the top performing ETF every 2 months. Our rotational bucket has QQQ, which includes top technology giants like the Magnificent 7 stocks to maximize opportunities. Although QQQ has many competitive advantages, we understand that fluctuations is unpreventable.
That's why we also have built-in hedging mechanism that incorporates treasury bonds and gold to mitigate risk and provide safety net during market downturns.
So how does our machine learning work? Our model continuously monitors these indicators, which are shown above in the slide because we don't have enough time to talk about it in depth. And then it will adjust the portfolio allocation accordingly. This data-driven and group-based approach will allow us to stay ahead of the market trends.
Backtested performance across 12 years shows that the rotational bucket consistently outperforms the S&P 500.
Strategy 2 uses machine learning to pick top-performing ETFs from 10 securities each month. Predictions closely follow historical data, demonstrating high accuracy. Second bucket is for stable income. It's called Dividend Growth Investing, DGI. We use SCHD for reliable dividends and VO for growth. This balanced portfolio reinvests income to support Ladi's housing projects, charities, and expansion goals.
The goal of the DGI bucket is long-term wealth accumulation through dividend reinvestment.
On this slide, you can see the 2-phase plan and how the DGI bucket will grow in short and long term throughout the years.
After having a bucket focused on growth, another one on stable income from dividends, now we need a bucket that fits with Ladi's goal, making an impact especially in his homeland Africa. LGA stands for long-term growth and Africa impact investing. Focus on high-impact investments that align with Ladi's vision. In LGA, we have 6 stocks: UMH Property, Visa, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and Jumia.
Because of the time limit, let's deep down on the 3 most significant companies in LGA. Microsoft. We choose Microsoft for its 70 billion free cash flow and its role in developing digital skills in Nigeria through its Africa Development Center. Jumia. Africa's largest e-commerce platform. is chosen because it helps small businesses grow and has 8 million active users showing strong growth. Amazon the GainTech, is also chosen because its partnership with quick delivery to improve last-mile delivery logistics in Nigeria. All of these three companies invest in tech development and supports local businesses in Nigeria while being highly profitable, which all aligns with Ladi's goals. That's why they are in the LGA bucket.
That is all done of our portfolio. Now, let's talk about our goals. For GGI bucket, by 2030, it will grow to almost $33,000. Rotational bucket, roughly $92,500,000. And lastly, LGA bucket, $48,500,000.
By 2030, profits from DGI and rotational buckets will fund 10,000 units instead of 5, doubling the community garden plan.
The LGA bucket will support scholarships and a recreation center which is aligned with his goal.
These are the total profits in the long-term period, which will cover the youth center and its operations, as well as leave money for Ladi's personal interest in expanding community projects. This is our portfolio, and to further validate it, we will show the judges the market analysis that we did. In the global landscape, there is a strong recovery in tech and e-commerce, which supports the growth in QQQ, Google, and MSFT. In Africa, same trend happens to support LGA investment and Jumia growth.
We also validate our strategy using a Monte Carlo situation that demonstrates our portfolio's resilience under various market conditions.
And in this slide, you can see the data for the Sharpe, alpha, and beta ratios of all the buckets.
Lastly, here's a breakdown of our allocation. Currently, 69.1% of our portfolio aligns with the ESG principles, shows our commitment to sustainable and responsible investing, which is also aligns with Ladi's goal.
For our case study, we will be presenting Visa and why we decided to choose it for our LGA buckets. So Visa is the global leader in payment processing. They facilitate over 14 trillion in annual transactions across 200 plus countries. Visa's financials reflect its dominance. 19 billion in free cash flow, its 52% return on equity, and consistent profitability make it a standout in financial services. Let's take a look at Visa's SWOT analysis. So Visa has a very interesting strength. They're too big to fail, which means that they cannot fail as the federal government will always bail them out, as seen by the 2008 financial crisis. Because if Visa fails, this will cause a ripple effect into the whole US economy. Therefore, the US government cannot allow them to fail. And their weaknesses are regulatory scrutiny and perception of high fees. And their opportunities for growth are e-commerce growth, which will now increase people using their credit cards online, and also digital wallet adoption. And their threats include increasing competition. And they battle this by partnering with firms early on, like PayPal and other firms, ensuring that they're not competitors anymore, they are now business partners. Visa is partnering with Nigerian fintech firms like InterSwitch, MontePoint, Kuda, and JumiaPay to bring digital banking to over 500 million unbanked people in Africa. At the end of the day, the LGA bucket is designed for companies that have strong growth potential, and Visa has many catalysts that play to its favor. The post-pandemic shift to e-commerce growth are key drivers for Visa. By innovating in cross-border transactions, Visa continues to lead the industry while enhancing shareholder value through strategic share buybacks. So what is Visa's alignment with Nigeria, Ladi's home country? So Visa partnered with Panga, a leading Nigerian digital payment platform, to drive financial inclusion, providing millions of unbanked Nigerians access to savings, credit cards, and insurance. This collaboration boosts economic growth, creates jobs, and strengthens Nigeria's digital economy, therefore empowering Nigerians. Lastly, the reason why we invest in this bucket is because according to his social media, Ladi is currently working there. All of these reasons prove that Visa aligns with his values a lot and that it's a good fit for our portfolio. This is our team's recommended portfolio.
So now it is our team story. Maybe you might not know, but it is the first time we joined an investment competition. We literally started from zero knowledge. Thanks to YouTube videos and the Wharton's resources, we built our knowledge from the ground. But it wasn't the only hardship that we faced. As international students in Israel, we faced daily bombings. Yes, you heard it right, bombings. It disturbed our works a lot. Despite all of those, thanks to Mr. Molly's, our econ teacher's guidance, and our team's dedication, we turned uncertainty into opportunity. So now, dear judges, The question is, will our miracle journey continue or not? That decision is all in your hands, judges. Thank you so much for listening.